which is the best of these unkillable devices. Mind you, that doesn't mean which phone has someone just stuffed the biggest battery cell into. Optimization matters, charging speed matters, and most of all, is this still a phone that I would recommend buying outside of its killer battery? The iPhone 17 Pro Max deserves a mention here. This is the first iPhone to have a 5,000-ish milliamp hour cell. When you combine that with Apple's optimization, it's the first ever mainstream phone that I would say has spectacular battery life. But there's also something that you need to look out for. So quite a few phones that have anything over about 5,500 milliamp hours, like the Vivo X300 Pro, which has a 6,510 milliamp hour cell, they actually ship a tweaked version of their phone with a smaller battery to European countries. So if you buy the phone here, you would only get 5,440. Clever thing though that some companies have done is two cells, two separate batteries that each sit under the EU cap, but combine to give you more. Of which to say, the real battery champs of 2025 are the phones that have this dual cell design. So that is the Xiaomi 17 Pro Max with a ridiculous 7,500 milliamp hour overall capacity and 100-watt charging. Realme's flagship phone, the GT8 Pro, has a dual cell, 7,000 milliamp hour capacity with 120-watt charging. You gotta love this year of phones. And then the OnePlus 15 takes that 120-watt charging, pairing it with an even higher capacity of 7,300 milliamp hour. So the phone that I think wins the Unkillable Battery Award, the phone I would choose to use if battery was the priority, is the Oppo Find X9 Pro. 7,500 milliamp hours, basically as big as you can get. The only catch is 80-watt charging instead of the 100 plus that some of these phones can do. But then when you think about the fact that the iPhone is capped at 40 and the Samsung is capped at 45, it doesn't feel like so much of a problem.
Best battery. It feels like we should just be marking this year down on our calendars, or the history books, I guess. This is the year that smartphone batteries finally took a meaningful leap up. I actually used a phone this year that got me not 2, but 3 full days of like all day carefree high brightness mixed use, like 10 plus hours of screen on time from a 7,300 milliamp hour battery. And that is the winner for battery of the year. This guy right here. It's the OnePlus 15. This phone has me so excited about what the next years of smartphones and what the next couple generations of the silicon carbon battery tech could turn into. Like, it was already crazy seeing the January phone from OnePlus pushing 6,000 milliamp hours, but now pushing over 7,000 less than a year later is ridiculous. Not only though does this phone have the best battery I have ever used in a phone, but it also has 120 watt wired charging and 50 watt wireless charging. The only thing it's really missing is like having the magnets in the back, you know? So it's crazy good. Best battery experience of the year.